Hi guys, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Sunday video report in just a moment. I've got another free pick in NFL preseason play as Week 3 action comes to an end today, and let's face it, effectively, the preseason comes to an end as well, unless you want to see how those third-teamers and free agents are going to do in Week 4, which nobody bets, and who cares about it anyway, because college football, guys, is right around the corner, Thursday kicking off, and that's when I will be returning, FYI, for my customers out there with my daily selections as well, as I'm now back from Europe. As for this video report, I'm going to break down both of your preseason games today. The contests between San Francisco and Denver and the Jets entertaining the Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton with a free play on the Denver-San Francisco contest coming off a free winner yesterday with Detroit and Oakland going over the posted total. And I've got a money saving discount coupon code that'll save you $15 off a single selection today as well. On Saturday, we had the charity play of the week, and it won for the 8th time in 12 weeks as I turned to Matt Rivers for the 2nd time in 3 days, and he delivered on the heels of Thursday's $5 play of the week promotion when he scored with a 400,000 star winner. He won another 400,000 star play yesterday, his 2nd biggest play of the year, no matter the sport. 400,000 star winner number 15 out of 20 in baseball overall, and 4th in as many days as the Pirates shut out Milwaukee. Now, you know the drill, guys. Right here underneath my video report, you'll see the charity play of the week details. As you know, when it wins, I ask you to make an anonymous donation thereafter to a charity, a family, an organization that needs some financial help, because that's the greater good we do in gambling, and that's the whole reason I started this program back in March. And for this week, I've chosen a family out of Alabaster, Alabama, a little boy by the name of Brennan Sharp, who was diagnosed with a form of kidney cancer. Now, this little guy is just 2 years old. You can click on the link and read all about him. You can see the pictures of him as well, and his family, and his 4-year-old sister as well. This little fella had to have surgery to have the tumor removed, but then not only did he require radiation, but 28 weeks of chemotherapy as well, which I think, according to the website that his mother updated, I think he's going into week 8 or 9 so far. So he's got a long road ahead of him. The family is seeking some financial assistance for expenses related to him traveling to the hospital, to having all the care that he's going to need. So I'm asking you, as part of the charity play of the week, and you know the drill once more, to make an anonymous donation. Guys, I don't care if it's $5 or $50 or $500. Give what you can afford. I gave you yesterday a play that was $65, and I gave it to you for free. Now, you got that play. You didn't get it because you wanted to see how Matt Rivers wrote up how the Pittsburgh Pirates were going to beat the Milwaukee Brewers. You got it because you're a gambler. You got it because you were going to gamble on the game. And listen, if you gambled on the play and you won some money, now it's your turn to create that positive karma and to give back. Because I gave you something for free, it's your turn to give back. And I think, hey, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I was going to say I think the majority of you do that, but really I have no idea, because there's total anonymity here. This is a program that's based on you giving anonymously. So I don't know. I don't know who got the play. I don't know whether you make a contribution, but I do know this. Sooner or later, you got to look in the mirror, and if you're not giving, shame on you, and that's the bottom line. Again, scroll down here. You can read about the family, read about the little boy, see the pictures, and then also you can make a donation via Visa, MasterCard, by credit card, or even by PayPal on his fundraiser page, through Facebook. Again, you'll see when you go make a donation here at this site, it defaults more or less to PayPal, but you can go ahead and use Visa, MasterCard, or whatever as well. You don't have to use PayPal, but it gives you another option, just like buying plays on the site, a different way to donate. So that's the deal there. Now let's talk about who's hot and who's not. Saying who's not and talking about Shawn Michaels is almost criminal, because going into yesterday's play on 100-dime release, number 4 in a row in the preseason, and number 18 out of 21 overall in the NFL over the past 3 years, he had the Detroit Lions. Well, He had the Detroit Lions in the first half against Oakland. Unfortunately, Matt Stafford went out with a hand injury, and the Lions did not cover that game. Still, Sean, who I know will not be having any fourth week preseason plays, finishes the preseason with a 6-2 record. He goes 3-1 with 109 plays. He goes 3-1 with 59 plays. If he didn't make you a bloody fortune, I don't know who did. And so, still, all things considered, football players, following Sean's advice over the past couple of years, are still up $9,375. So that's probably the most of the bad news I can possibly give you from yesterday. Now, Trace Adams, let me just point out here, Trace Adams had a double your wager 2,000 star release. He unfortunately lost. Let's talk about the positive. Matt Rivers, of course, not only hitting the charity play of the week and the $5 promotion of the week as well, but Matt Rivers just remains red hot in baseball today, going for 400,000 star winner number 16 out of 21 and 5th in as many days. And it's on Washington, Philadelphia on the afternoon card. Again, this is the second biggest play of the season. Anthony Redd yesterday cashing in with 2 out of 3, 40 dime releases, scoring with the Redskins, scoring with the Steelers. Unfortunately, losing with the Lions like Shawn Michaels. Today, going for winning day number 5 out of 7 overall, his second biggest play of the entire preseason, his first 60 dime release of the preseason. It's on the 49ers-Broncos game. 5-2 NFL run with 40 dime releases, hit 2 out of 3, 50 dime NFL releases. The last 3 he's released. This play is bigger than all of them. Chuck O'Brien, not only the second winningest baseball handicapper at this site, making $10 bettors over $10,500 since 2009. In the preseason, he's picked it up as well. Today, looking for 30 dime preseason football winner number 2 in a row. San Fran and Denver as well. Yesterday, had a 30 dime double-digit round in the preseason. The Steelers 38-7 over Buffalo on the road, no less. How bad are the Bills going to be? Chan Gailey, why are you coaching in the NFL? God knows. I don't know. He promised you a 2-touchdown winner, as he says on his site. The Steelers won by 4.5 TDs. So he was a little off there on for that projection. What do you think? So anyway, those are among the hot handicappers that you should consider today. Your money-saving discount coupon code today to save you $15 off a single purchase is going to be 15 preseason. 15 preseason. 15 Preseason. 15 preseason. Let's spell it again. 15 Preseason. 15 preseason. Put it all together, no space between the number 15 and the word preseason, and you get $15 off a single promotion today. Now, let's get to your plays as well. Oh, by the way, here, I just want to look up something. Hey, it's live video, guys, and I'm not stopping to redo it. Let me just see, for those of you that took advantage of the Insider Money Moves promotion, remember a week ago I gave you the opportunity to get 7 days of the trial for a whopping $5, which saved you over $140-some off the normal 1-week purchase price. Well, let's see. Yesterday, it went 2-1. So during that 7-day trial period, the Insider Money Move service went 11, 5-1 in baseball and football combined. Overall, the past 13 days, it's on a 23, 10-3 roll the past 13 days. And since its debut in October of 2010, let me quickly do the math here. Let's see, guys. It is 111, 113, 112 games over 500 in all sports combined. So I hope you enjoyed that preview. Of course, if you took advantage of it, check your message center, because there's also a money-saving discount coupon code there for you if you'd like to continue service or sign up for another week of service, or whatever you want to sign up for as well on the Insider Money Move service. Now, let's talk preseason. Guys, the free pick today, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos, -1 at home against San Francisco. Of course, you know the implications in this game. Broncos, Peyton Manning, yada, 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 yada. The one thing the Broncos are going to be facing today is a very physical 3-4 defense here that loves to bring the heat. The one thing that Denver really has to be concerned with is an offense, or excuse me, with its own defense, a defensive line that gave up 228 yards rushing last week to Seattle. And, you know, they've got Frank Gore, they being the 49ers, they've got Frank Gore, they've got Kendall Hunter, they've got Michael James coming out of Oregon, the rookie, as a third down situational back as well. So they've got to do a job. They, being Denver in this case, do a job at stopping the 49ers ground game. On the other hand, San Francisco's got to get its passing attack going. Alex Smith, another subpar performance. Last week, 5 for 9 for 49 yards, sacked twice under lots of pressure, and a 22-9 loss at Tennessee. As for the Broncos, they're coming off a 30-10 loss against Seattle at home, but listen, guys, it was a very deceiving score because it was the Broncos' backups that were outscored 21-0 in that contest. Peyton Manning played the first half, and the Broncos were up 10-9 at halftime in that contest despite 3 turnovers by the offense. Peyton, a pretty good game, 16 for 23, 177 yards, but 2 interceptions, so he hurt his own cause. Brock Osweiler coming out of Arizona State, excuse me. Yeah, Nick Foles for Philadelphia is out of Arizona. This guy's out of Arizona State. 5 for 11, 38 yards. Underwhelming performance for him in that contest. 49ers in their loss to Tennessee. Third downs, 3 for 13 conversion-wise. That was the negative. The positive in that loss to the Titans, they did average 4.9 yards per carry. I like the Broncos in this contest at home. Both teams expected to play their starters probably the first half, maybe into the third quarter. And here, again, I like the Broncos as your free pick. Now, the other game may get more media hype because of Rex Ryan's big mouth and it's being the Jets and Tebow, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think it's really going to be that great of a game. The Jets are a 2.5-point favorite at home against Carolina. You know, the Jets are off to an 0-2 preseason start. It's put up or shut up time. I can see why a lot of guys are riding New York in this contest after the Jets were pummeled by the Giants last week, 26-3. Mark Sanchez expected to play the first 3 quarters in the contest. Tim Tebow to play in the fourth. How has Mr. Tebow done so far in the first 2 preseason games? How about 9 for 22 for 96 yards with 1 interception in about 3.25 quarters of action. He's also been sacked 4 times. On the ground, he's carried the ball 6 times for 39 yards, which unfortunately, depending on the way you look at it, really is unfortunate. That makes him the Jets' second leading ground gamer here in the preseason. Now, one bonus for the Jets tonight, Santonio Holmes is expected to get back in the lineup. Listen, the Jets last week against the Giants only had 148 total net yards in offense in that contest. As for the Panthers, they're coming off a 23-17 win against Miami, 17 first quarter points. In fact, Cam Newton only played 3 series and directed his offense to 2 touchdowns and a field goal, going 8 for 11 for 119 yards and a touchdown. But keep in mind, that Miami defense was injury depleted. And the Panthers were looking to rebound after a lackluster performance in a home loss to the Houston Texans, in which they lost 26-13, a game in which their quarterbacks were sacked 8 times. Now, let's talk about the quarterbacks here. Both teams are expected to play their starters into the third quarter. Once Cam Newton takes a seat, that leaves the quarterbacking duties to go to Derek Anderson or Jimmy Clausen. And Clausen has not performed well in the first 2 preseason games, and Anderson's been nothing more than average last week. In relief, those 2 combined to go 11 for 23 for 136 yards in the victory against, once again, an injury-depleted Dolphins defense. I actually lean toward the Jets here. It's put up or shut up time for Rex's troops. Doesn't want to go into the meaningless 4th preseason game with an 0-3 record, even though week number 3 is just really as meaningless in terms of win-loss. I just think it's an important game for the Jets to finally get on the board and get something positive to take into the regular season to avoid another repeat performance of last year's slow regular season start. So again, I like the Jets a little, but I'll ride with the free play on the Denver Broncos. Good luck, guys, and I'll catch you again on Monday.